Hello and welcome back to a Total War Warhammer 3 campaign. I'm Tiny Rick. We left off after destroying Kolek the Sun Eater, starting a war with the Norscan tribe, and waiting to see what the Ogre Kingdoms will do since Kolak is no longer here. Grimgor's stuck at the challenge zone for 2 turns just to get a set of orc boys in this uninhabitable climate, and to see what these Ogre Kingdoms here are going to do. If they're going to push back east, or if they're trying to cross over into the Norskins territory there in the north. And then we also got to keep an eye on these Ogre Kingdoms to the south, make sure they don't try to come in on us the same time as these two. That's why I'm going to stand up Glugzag here and get a second army going. There is an option here where I can send a warning to the trespassing faction to leave your territory at once. If they fail to leave in 2 rounds, you can declare war on them without having to suffer treachery penalties for breaking non-aggression pacts and trade agreements. Building upgrade. Granite spikes. Since this is so available, I don't know if I want to invest in it yet. $231, $230. Yep, dwindling down. So they're consolidated and continued to push north. They might go north and fight those Norskins for me. Yeah, there was a battle there. They fought something. Underskitty discovered. That's this symbol here. Gonna go here and destroy that Undercity and be rid of it. We definitely don't want them coming in underneath us. That's what pushed us out of the Black Crag. One more turn here. It looks like they're fighting something.
Boss's orders.
Yeah, their troop stacks are damaged. We'll see what happens there. Oh, they've been taken over by a different ogre faction. I'm at 300. We're gonna hold it right there. Ice Spewer can get some defenses. And a bigger pile of shinies, a heap of shinies now. Again, granite spikes we're not gonna invest in quite yet. Garrison Lord not moved.
On it.
I want them to get out of my land. Preferably back over to their land. Like an ogre camp.
Let's have you then. On.
I do not want peace. Technology researched. Now I'm a little bit faster, a little bit stronger, and a little bit more convinced to stay on the battlefield. So now we'll do pulling teeth, get the income from buildings.
Gorg's fist. I will. ready for murdering.
And we're gonna go ahead and take Dragon's Death.
Despair involves fighting.
I think since those Ogre Kingdoms have done a number on these guys. We're gonna go ahead and auto-resolve this one because the number is so few. Another pile of shiny stuff.
Let's get some.
And then, yeah, we'll just keep it rolling up to the floating mountain. Big boss has got a level. We're gonna put it back, continue putting it into armor.
Tyrant decides. What you want? More's decree.
Ideally, those ogres in the south will continue to fight within themselves and leave me one bigger faction to take on instead of multiple smaller factions. Here's the world events that are going on. So, World of Apocalypse, have declared war, just some things that are going on elsewhere. Factions that we know that are out there. We're gonna go right at halfway, and then we're going to the raiding camp.
No. Get it done.
My goth kin is right here. Nurgle. That means Warhost of the Apocalypse is on the other side of those guys. Blizzard Peak can get some defenses and a heap of shinies. What I like. Now we're down to 4,000. Still don't want to invest in Granite Spikes yet. One more turn until we're up to 2. Yep, there we go. And then once we take out these Norskins, that'll leave us undeclared on war. We'll be at peace. We'll have to find somebody to fight with. Wax and wane. -6 leadership for the next 3 turns.
Your horde still chomps at the bit to unleash its violent energies, my lord. While the mobs amass in frenzied anticipation to join you, make the call to war.
Oh, now I've got 100 reputation, but I don't think I'm going to yet. I don't have a big target.
Let's go. That's what more wants.
And lightning strike. This should be the last settlement for this little Norskin faction. We'll go ahead and auto-resolve it as well. Need like an equivalent chunk, for the army. I feel like I could have done that much better, but I think I'll have enough time to replenish by the time I start another war.
fist.
Let's look at our diplomacy, see what's going on in our area.
What you want? Tyrant!
Nurgle. These are uninhabitable. I honestly don't want to go push towards something that's
Ready.
not inhabitable. I might be able to push these ogres out and then finish them off here at the Valeri. And then take Grimgor south and move Logzag north. Because this province is very likely to rebel. Since I've got the entire province, I'll be able to issue a commandment. That'd be very good. That'll help with control and corruption and growth. Now we're dwindling. That's okay. Not very familiar with the Nurgle roster, though that Nurgle border, hopefully it holds up. Under 200 factions on the map now.
There's fighting time and yabbering.
Nope, I will not give you military access. Keep your ogres in Ogre Land. Completed a challenge. I got a big boss, but it's a goblin big boss, so no thank you. Take 4 turns for Floating Mountain. Build that goblin watchtower and give it a bit more garrison.
Here we go!
We're gonna force march down to Dragon's Death. We'll just sit there and replenish. Return.
On it. Ready for murdering.
I may send Lugzag around the bottom here to help out Grimgor. Take these out at the Valeri. And then I'll leave Lugzag to border all of this uninhabitable land. Probably have to stay in the Valeri. Because the main settlement was owned by the Chaos Warriors and they promote corruption. The Valeri is going to be really hard to hold. But I don't want the ogres to continue to stay in my land either.
Let's have you then. On it.
I disagree. I do not want a non-aggression pact. Yeah, I can't have you marching freely like that, buddy. Wow, the ogres to the south of me have been destroyed. They pushed back. Impressive.
What you want?
There it is. Lightning strike.
This better lead to war.
These guys are force marched, so that means if I fight them,
Attack!
they're going to be ambushed.
I'm the one true kid. Ah.
Maybe ogres aren't ambushed. Then we're going to take out their ogre camp as well. Trades gained from battle.
This better involve fighting.
Now that we're still in an uninhabitable climate, we're going to go post up at this challenge stone
Yeah, what?
and get some replenishment going.
Ready for murdering.
Now, out of ambush success, upkeep, or corruption, I'm going to go with upkeep. And that way I can have more armies. Though they may be outside of Grimgor's army, the more greenskins, the better. Be my last point into training for my Black Orc Big Boss as well. Giant is almost gone, man. That's unfortunate. A lot of corruption here. But, Glugzag, this is your time to shine, buddy. What are you? Force marching somewhere. This way it looks like. But I do not like that. Okay, we'll get some Orc Arrow boys on this one. That's right, I need to trade these Goblin Archers out for some Orc Arrow boys. We'll actually march Grimgor over here into the Saber Mountain for a little bit. Building upgrade's going to be Granite Spike still.
Ready.
And Dragon's Death can get upgraded as well. Even though it's uninhabitable, I own the entire province. There we go. And the control is increasing now. Excellent.
That's it.
What are you? Look like a marauder with a little Slanesh demon sticking out of the back of you. Puppets of Misrule. Alright. Village the Curseling. Is that a Slanesh icon? No, that's the Zek. Tzish. Zicht. Did not like that.
Talk, cause my chopper gets Nick.
Oh, okay. So the ogres to the south of this have declared war. That's not pleasant. A stranger comes. I want to grant the request, gain money, and provide chaos corruption, or do I want to safeguard? Yeah, I think I'll safeguard. Quest has been issued. For the blood forged armor. Alright. Technology researched.
Alright. This is my land. Uncrushable. Let's go.
I'll actually go ahead and get these goblin archers out of here. And then we'll stack smallest of these orc boys.
Bring it!
And that way I'll be able to get orc Arab boys filled in there. In the buildings. One more turn and we can.
Quark, send me to bow.
And no complaint is going to give us +3 control. And that way we can get further away from the capital. $230 scrap.
This better involve fighting.
Hopefully Village just keeps traveling through the land and just goes somewhere else and does something else.
Quark's fist. That's what Mork wants.
Move down here to Gorka
Let's
Rock.
go.
Get our Orc Arab boys in here. And fit 2 more. There's 1. 2. I could fit a 3rd actually. Oh. Gotta click them. There we go. Plug zag. But yeah, Village is still moving. I'm gonna leave Glugzag there. I don't want a Village to come back and think it's granite spikes still available. We're gonna go ahead and get this 3,000. We've got choices now. Well, I get a Black Orc boss. I put 2 in Grimgor's army. We can start making biggins. We're actually going to do a Borstai. That way we can get more war boys in the army. And we'll upgrade this to Brawling Grounds. Actually, we'll give it another turn. And that way we can get those ditches built for the Challenge Stone. We definitely want to get defendable.
Now's the time.
Next turn is Gorger Rock. These greenskins are still holding up. I need to find their faction leader so I can fight them and just do a confederation. Dusty. Faction leader. But if you get too big too fast, then everything around you wants to fight you.
Let's get some.
Very excited to find the Empire. I'm sure we'll make it that far at some point. These guys just not declare war on me?
All mine.
Oh, I see.
The boss.
I got a little bit too excited, so it's these guys who declared war with me. Ah, I see.
Yeah, what?
That's okay. We'll go ahead and take the war to these ogre kingdoms.
Yeah. Get out or get eaten.
Completed a side quest there.
Ready for murdering.
That's their last settlement, it seems. There we go.
Start the war. I'm off. Only what I listen to is me.
Got a little bit of scouting there. Just walked up to the border. Able to see that Ogre Kingdom army.
I'm the one in charge round here.
And Grimgor is going to come down here to the Eagle Eyries.
Boss's orders. Ready.
Giants gaining a good chunk of health now that we're back into inhabitable climate. Or a suitable climate.
We're gonna shake hands then.
No, thank you. I don't want any non-aggression pacts with you. I like to reserve the right to invade whenever I feel. The Great Green Prophet. Awesome. +4 control because Warzag visited my lands.
Feast! 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 Kill them all! No one tells
Gonna
a
go ahead.
tyrant what to do.
Come up here and
This belly
start a raiding camp. That's a decent amount. That's because it's their capital.
Only what I listen to is me.
Then we'll come back over here to Blizzard Peak on Glugzag and get him some more orc boys. Because he's going to have to catch this
I'm the one in
army of
charge
ogres
round
with
here.
just a mass of infantry and some orc arrow boys. That'll be a bit more of a struggle than it would be compared to Grimgor's army with some silver chevron orc boys. And Eagle Eyries doesn't have walls. The settlements that have walls have this little icon here. So that's when you'll have to siege the settlement. Even though it's their faction capital. And your faction capital, you can see the designs. So this one's got the crossbones behind it. But my other settlements, my smaller settlements, don't. Ogres have, horns and skulls. I can find a different one. Nurgle's got these little hooked bones. Right.
No one
15
tells a
plus
tyrant what to
9.
do.
9's a settlement garrison. Or the
Only what I listen to is me.
see what it does. What are our odds here? That's going to be a victory. Gorgers, anti-infantry. Hmm. It says they've got magic. Hmm. Yeah, let's give it a try. Most of their troops are anti-infantry, so it does kind of worry me, but I've got Silver Chevron Orc Boys. We've got that Doom Diver catapult, so it'll force them to come to me again. They are all ogres, so those Orc Boy Biggins have a lot of good targets. I want to fit those Biggins into these guys, though. These stalkers or these monstrous infantry. And these Orc Era Boys, I don't think they're as accurate as the goblins are, but I think they do more damage than the goblins do. Those black orcs, they might get their first gold chevron on this battle. Right, we're gonna force them up here to us. Well, maybe not. Ogres, though, I don't think they're gonna choose to defend themselves.
Tribe's got more shooters.
We'll see if they come uphill to us.
Ready to bash. Ready. This is it. Ready to bash. Face me.
I kind of pin myself up here at the top. That funnels them into me, but it means I have a hard time getting around them.
Whatever.
Yeah, it does not look like they're moving. We're gonna have to move in on them.
Boy Biggins.
Take these biggins around. And see if we can provoke them into attacking us. Saber Tusk Pack.
Here we go. Moving
Yep.
fast.
Now we've got that army moving.
Sam. Shift.
Bring it on back. Now it's gonna draw them in. Maybe not. They're just gonna straighten back up here.
Run, boys.
That saber tusk pack on this side, though, is gone, I do believe.
Poor boy Biggins!
Oh, there it is.
We want war! The war is here! Moving fast! Bring it! Running! Moving fast! Biggest, brutally stalk! Shifting!
Oh,
Bring it!
we'll have to get them moved in here.
Say my name! Say my name!
Fast forward it a little bit. Now we're not just watching them walk. Actually, we want them to walk though. The giant's still just getting it.
We're the green tide! Shifting! Ready!
Actually gonna make me
Boys!
bring these guys down in formations and such.
This is it! Run, boys! Please move lower! Run, boys! Boys! More watcher! Moving fast! Ready to bash! Moving fast! Running! I'm going! Shifting!
We're better than them.
Arrow boys! Warden!
Alright, Doom Divers are set up now, so we'll start lobbing them in.
Gotta kill him!
Hit those bulls right there in the middle. Actually hit these bulls. They're gonna be able to run up behind me here. They could. They could.
Back on us!
Oops, that one missed. Man, even with artillery fire, these ogres don't want to push in. They want to draw me down. Now they're moving.
Arrow boys! Run, boys! boys! Run, boys! Moving fast!
Yeah, we'll take advantage of that. They're gonna break off a piece of their army. We'll take it.
Run, boys! Shifting! This is it! Boys! Shifting! Look, what's that? Choppers ready! Moving fast! Let's have it!
They're gonna move them all in now. Okay.
Let all true! On Grimgor! Biggest, brutalist orc! Boys!
Let's go put some counter charges in here.
Slaughter! Let's get him! More quadja! Moving fast! Poor boy Biggins! Choppers out! Choppers out! Have it! Let's fight! The choppers ready! Where's the scrap? Smash him! Choppers out!
Some drivers pick a different. I don't know what that is. A dog? Oh, a hunter. Okay. We'll check him out here in a second. Oop.
Run, boys! Shifting! Let's fight! Oh, watcher! Fighting is life!
Where is their leader?
Glorious war!
Oh, about to get finished off already.
Where they tuck you?
There's a few that are fleeing the field here. Okay, outnumbered. They're gone.
Time for slaughtering! Where's the scrap? The gold! Slaughter! Arrow boys! Whatever you say! Smash them! Nice bit of scrapping! Moving fast! Show us the enemy!
Oh man. Doom Diver, Lycor Big Boss, and Grimgor. I don't think old Dodd's gonna hold out for too long. Oh, it's on the run. Oh man.
Boys! The war is here! Time for slaughtering! Yeah! Arrow boys! Time for slaughtering! Ready? Let's fight! Please want more!
Very good. Better than an auto resolve, no doubt. I think the experience was a huge factor on this one. These orc boys have been through many battles with Grimgor now, so silver chevrons. These ogre bulls had some bronze chevrons, but not real experienced. They didn't have a whole lot of leadership either. After their leader fell, they pretty much had broke and ran. These Gorgers, I think that's what they were called, those didn't get a whole lot of action either. Which isn't a bad thing for me. Maybe if I was playing the Ogre Kingdom, you know, it'd be a little bit of a different story, but very glad we still have the giant in the army. If we come up on any cities that have settlement walls, then we'll get him in there to beat that door down and give us access to the city. Man, this loading screen is a long one. Guess the Ogre Kingdoms are just gonna have to take a long time to steal all the shinies out of and clean all the poo out of. I don't know, being greenskins, I don't know how much poo they're gonna be cleaning out of the settlement. Solid amount of treasury from them, though.
Think we'll obey?
Victory over the ogres. Another province secured.
This better involve
Gash Kadrak. More Camp Ruckus. Really, really small main settlement, though. Interesting. Oh, you can't even get walls at all in this settlement. Okay, but now for Granite Spikes and Gorgorok both, since I've saved the growth points, now both of these settlements will be able to grow and get these defenses, and that way it leaves it as a more defendable settlement. So what kind of level ups that Grimgor's got here? And now we've got Renowned and Feared. Then we'll get started on some of Grimgor's perks. Best of the best. Hero capacity, 2 Black Horse big bosses. That means I will fit another Black Orc big boss into this army.
Bone for war. Gork's fist.
Take our Orc boys and merge them to... Oops. Just needed 1, but that's okay. And then my other big boss gotta level up as well. We're gonna make him hard to hit, and then we're gonna give him a boon that says, "Get back here!" On the next turn, Hobber will be able to join Grimgor in the army. Then we'll be moving down to Black Fang. Here's another set of green skins. we're gonna go up, back up north, and that way we don't trespass into the greenskin territory. We don't want to cause any unnecessary issues.
This is my land. Interruption.
Only one I listen to is me.
Let's go. Wah!
Right. Looking very green. They've leveled out at 60 with no armies there. Dragon's Death is about to get a little bit bigger, so that's going to come up just a tad once I get these garrison. We're keeping this second army so large because I'm waiting on these ogre kingdoms to come across. I'm thinking they're going to come to the challenge stone. I have to decide if I'm going to take Grimgor down to the Black Fang and just take it and finish this ogre kingdom off, or if I'm going to rush them over here to fight this ogre army. Maybe actually a really good idea, and then we can just leave a Glugzag with a standing army here to bring that chaos down and to control. And then Grimgor can march back across. Grab some boar boys on the way through as well. Alright. Thanks again for joining me on this Warhammer 3 Greenskins campaign. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you on the next one.